All right, guys, what's up? Big Brother time. I'm excited. I love Big Brother. My name's Logan. Over there's Daniel. And we're on what week are we on? Week nine?
I
You,
don't
you
know.
don't know. I think week nine of Big Brother season 26. It's the week that they spent outside. You guys remember. And I'm excited to talk about it. What's up, Daniel?
It's a peculiar week of Big Brother.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah. Now, got home last night after work, watched it, didn't sleep again. I don't know what's wrong with me. Sunday nights I don't sleep. That's
Jeez.
just becoming a thing.
Okay.
Um, but don't worry about it because I watched also Lion King 2 Simba's Pride.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah. Now Big Brother, I don't know what they were doing this week, but I loved it because
Loved it.
here's what I like about reality TV. I want them to be tortured. This is the whole thing. This is why I hate new Survivor, because that's not enough days for them to feel actual physical
To
pain
get less food,
and emotional insanity.
they're fed
They can always
less.
find fucking food. Listen, I want when I started watching reality TV, it was during the days when it was really dark, and all these shows started out like The Bachelor. You watch the early seasons of The Bachelor, and you're supposed to be like, look at these fucking losers trying to find love on reality TV. And now it's evolved into like, oh, who is she gonna find her soulmate? You like we're really expected to
I
like
think you've just evolved. I think the show, that's
it's
what the show
not.
was
It's
then
not.
too.
I'm telling you, the tone of all of these shows has changed. I'm watching Early Survivor right now. Fucking, I just finished Amazon. They treat those people like they're fucking dorks, and like they edit them like they're just insane people, and they give them the scale so at the end you can see how much weight they lost, and like it's torture. I come from the days of Temptation Island. I come from the days of Joe Millionaire back in its original premise when we were just lying to women. Okay. That's the reality TV I love. And we got back to that a little bit this week on Big Brother.
But it didn't serve any purpose. Like it was so,
I don't care.
oh, you just like seeing
The
them
purpose
tortured.
was that it was entertaining for me to watch them lose their minds.
Okay.
It
It's not
was
really why I
great.
watch Big Brother.
I don't listen. I know why you watch Big Brother. The
I watch it for a lot of
machinations.
reasons.
I know you do. I know you do. I'm being reductive, but for me, I love things like they had like a montage in the last episode, episode 30 of like just how far they've gone. Like it's like they've been dealing with this janky world. What is it?
Janky Land,
Janky land.
one
They've
or the
been
other.
dealing with it all fucking week. And they've just like finally hit a wall. Like they at first you could see they're just like going along with it. Like
Cam hated it
is
immediately. Cam
I
seemed
know.
pretty out
You're right.
immediately.
You're right. But they're like, it's annoying, but like, hey, let's do it with the people at home are watching. Let's entertain them. And then by the end, the fucking janky starts speaking. They show Mackenzie just yell, die,
Die.
die.
I
That's
like
amazing.
they kept
And
one as the little stinger where it's Chelsea like Jankk. She's just dead. So it's like,
yeah. And
yeah.
Rubina, they cut to Rubina at one point. She just goes, shut the fuck up.
This
Like
is
that. I love that.
so this is 2 weeks back to back where we've had some torture. We had Angela last week in the chamber where she had to or what she had to,
Yes.
yeah, she was getting
Yes.
bathed.
I
Before.
like it. I like it. Big Brother getting a little dark in its old age. You
Okay.
know, Julie says love one another, but that's not the message I'm getting from the show.
That's interesting. You're right. She's saying it to like sort of counteract it. Because if we didn't
Yeah,
have that, we would be animals. But we have to
that's
love one
right.
another to
They're
keep us
trying
on
to
track.
fool us into thinking we're watching something wholesome, but we're not. We're
Yeah.
watching a psychological torture experiment. And that's what I'm here for.
Okay, so you're loving this season.
Yeah,
9 weeks in, and it's getting better and better.
absolutely.
And
This might
and
have been
Tucker's gone.
Tucker's gone. This might have been the best week yet.
You're not wrong. I won't say you're wrong. And I loved the drama with the couples. I was very into that.
Same. And I like how it's shaking out right now. Where like at the beginning of this week, all right, you had the trio, right? That's T-Core, Rubina, and chemotherapy. Then you also had like a second weird trio happening where it's like Cam and Chelsea and Mackenzie, but they both want to fuck Cam and Cam only wants to fuck Mackenzie. All right.
Yes, right.
So that's great.
But the other trio, none of them want to fuck
alliance.
each other.
I don't care about
They're
that.
they're just friends.
Yeah, well, I know.
Yeah.
I mean, none of them could. It's like
They
their
could.
parts don't fit.
Your parts don't have to fit.
Like, you know, chemotherapy's a gay guy, and Rubina is spoken for. And Tico, I really, you know, I was rooting for T-Core to get voted out this week of the people on the block and shit, but as it got closer, I started to feel like, oh, I'm gonna miss how she says stuff.
Yeah, that's true. We'll get some
It's
jury
like
segments.
fascinating to listen to.
Well, we might get her and Quinn next week in the jury house or something.
That'd be good. Yeah, Sesternino should get T-Core on as a Big Brother correspondent.
Yeah.
Does she know anything about the game? I don't care. I just want
her.
to listen to her talk.
I'd listen. Why don't we get her? Why does he have to get her?
Logan.
Should I say T-Core? Let's do Big Brother next
Yes.
week. Dan, you know what we should do? We should do Traders. It starts like Friday. They do 3 episodes and they're doing one a week. We should do weekly Traders.
Okay.
US season.
Fine with that.
I would love to do that.
Great.
But I should reach out to T-Core. Hey, T-Core.
Yeah.
Let's do a podcast. Just, I love your voice.
Yeah. She's made for this game.
We've never said anything bad about her.
I have.
Oh, you said she's illiterate, which you said action.
Yeah.
You're right. I defended her pretty hard, though.
You did.
No.
You
I
did.
said, no way. Not cool.
And I even had her as one of my possible winners.
True. You're losing it. You still, I think you have Chelsea and Mackenzie. I think you said it one.
And I don't feel good about either one of them.
Neither of them. Why not?
I don't know.
They saved their whole trio this week.
Yeah, maybe I should. Their trio was saved this week. It's just like, I don't know. I don't want Chelsea to win.
Why not? You like Mackenzie more than Chelsea?
At this point, yes, and I wouldn't have expected that at the beginning of the season. But I just find Chelsea's whole thing where she's obsessed with Cam to be like sad in an uncomfortable way, which is great for me as a viewer.
Right.
But I feel not so hot about her.
I think I agree with that. I think I started to agree with that. Yeah, it's pretty weird. It'd be unlike any other winner we've had, where they have like such this weird obsession with somebody who's not into it.
I know, right? Well, actually, there has been one winner who had a weird obsession with somebody who wasn't into it.
Say it.
Mike Boogie.
Mike Boogie, totally.
Yeah,
you're right. But let's get into this week. I was sad to lose T-Core. Seemed like she really wanted to win. I disagree with you. I wanted Chemo or Rubina to go home over T-Core.
Oh, I wanted Chemo to go home. But once it was Rubina versus T-Core, I was like, nah, I gotta save my girl.
Rubina's become pretty annoying to me.
I know she is annoying sometimes, like when she cries, but like also, you know, it was just a delight to watch her hang out in the backyard with like a bikini on all week.
Yeah, she said, I'm just gonna sleep in my bikini all week.
Fine by me, the viewer.
Yeah, we didn't really see them sleeping too much though.
No, we really only saw them like setting up to sleep that one time.
Right, because it's the drama.
I wish they would show us some more sleep footage on the show. It's one of the things I love about Love Island.
A lot of sleep footage over there.
I love the sleep footage when at the end of the night when the lights go out and we like check in on what's going on in
Oh
all
no,
the
you're right.
beds.
No, you're
I
right.
love that shit.
Earlier on like the UK seasons when they didn't know the rules, they were just like fucking everyone.
I
They
know
were like having orgies in
they're
those
doing
rooms.
that now. Oh, orgies.
I mean, they weren't like passing each other off and like having
oh,
fun like that,
but
but they
they're
were all
still
going at
fucking.
it together.
You can tell when they're fucking.
Really? I don't really
Yeah,
see that much. It's not like the
man.
old days.
Well, I didn't watch the latest US season, but it definitely happened on the
You
last
did
one.
with
I didn't
Cordell and
finish it. I didn't
Serena.
finish it.
You didn't finish that?
No.
How do you give
And
up like halfway through? You don't care about the
it,
love?
it was just so it's 5 days a week and Dallas hates it, so I can't watch it when she's around. It's a little tough.
Are you
I still
gonna
intend
watch
on
it?
watching it. I still intend on watching it at
That's
some point, and
crazy.
I am unspoiled.
That's the craziest thing I've ever heard.
That is not the craziest thing you've ever
You're
heard.
unspoiled on the latest season of Love Island from the summer, and you're gonna go back and finish it. That's pretty
At some
crazy.
point. At
Sort of
some
up-
point.
that's up there on the crazy scale.
Jesus.
Top 15.
What about Aubrey Plaza's husband killing himself?
That was top 10.
That was
Are we going
crazy.
like of my whole life?
Can
Or,
I
like,
just
things-
say
Yeah.
that made me feel especially hopeless.
You can have Aubrey Plaza still.
You
off
you can
yourself.
be a working filmmaker who like gets to make a movie every 2 years that you write yourself. You get to be married to Aubrey Plaza, one of the 10 best women on the planet.
Best women. Wow.
Yeah, yeah.
The 10 best women.
And like still like you're that fucking sad that you gotta just end it all.
I agree. That was pretty shocking to me.
Like that, I read that and I was like, maybe I should kill myself.
wow. I didn't have that thought, but I was like, whoa, there's no hope.
Yeah, there's zero hope.
Yeah.
Happy
I'm-
New Year.
I'm living for like the dream of getting to where that guy is at. Like,
I know.
and,
oh
and
my god.
even if I get there, I'm done
that's
for.
beyond my wildest dreams. What that guy had.
Yeah. And I'll still end up killing myself.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I don't know
So-
what to do. I don't know what to do about
one
this.
day at a time. We go
Yeah,
one day at a
yeah.
time.
Hey, yeah. I learned that in AA.
Yeah.
All right.
By the way, it was called Janky World. I think I said Janky Land earlier.
I think you did. Yeah. All right. Episode 28 of
Mhm.
season 26. Right away, Angela gets paranoid. She overhears the trio like whispering, and she goes over them like, "I know you're talking about me, but please." And they just weren't at all.
She's the best. She's
Yeah,
the
she's
absolute
amazing.
best.
I like this week, like T-Core and Rubina really hit a wall with Angela. They're
Yeah.
like the moment like T-Core said, "I'm usually happy for people when they win stuff, but when Angela won veto, it was the most hopeless I've felt in the game so far."
T-Core, it seemed like she saw the writing on the wall immediately, even when she wasn't nominated. When she was the
Yeah.
one kept off and it was Chemo versus Rubina,
Oh
she knew like I'm still gonna be the back door.
There was just no way she wasn't. Like when Chemo was like going up to Leah and being like trying to like sway the target to the other trio.
yeah.
I just like during that conversation, I was like, he's handling this fine. Like he's doing well, but there's just no way this is gonna happen.
I agree. Mackenzie did a good job saying you can just put up the two people who fell first, which was Chemo versus Rubina, and
That's
say
brilliant.
blame it on that.
Yeah,
It's so good. It works such in her favor. Just push them under the bus.
yeah.
was
She's
pretty
she's
impressive.
all right, Mackenzie.
It seemed like Mackenzie sort of ran this week for Leah. She sort of got in her head, like, get that other trio out of here.
Yeah,
It seemed like Mackenzie
yeah.
did that.
Leah's sort of a free agent at this point. She's like a fulcrum vote, sort of. And she
Well,
ends
it's
up,
8. We have 8 in the house. It's 3 versus 3, and then 2 in the
and
middle.
Angela and Leah.
Yeah,
but-
basically.
But now with her gone, like I don't know, like Leah's got, I don't know where her game goes.
and she can't compete this week.
Yeah.
She's hoping Mackenzie or Angela win HOH. I don't
Yeah.
think they'll
Yeah.
nominate her.
I think that's right. Even Mackenzie might.
She might, but she'll put up Chemo and Rubina first,
That's true.
and probably
Oh yeah,
Angela.
and she'd
Maybe
probably
Angela.
backdoor Angela if like need be. You're
Yeah,
right. Okay. Uh there's there's a cute little AI called
janky.
Janky. I thought he was cute at first. So did they.
Yeah. Do you get annoyed by him eventually, or do you
No,
just like
but
watching them get tortured?
I didn't. But if I was thinking about how they're there for a week with this fucking thing,
Mm.
a week, like,
The smells must be crazy.
oh my god, I I've been to music festivals, Logan,
Yeah.
like, and you camp out. The most I've done is 4 days. All right, and you're like living in a tent outside for 4 days, and like that becomes your whole world, like the music festival. Like I remember leaving a music festival
Are you
after four
eating
days
when you're
yeah,
there?
yeah, I was eating a little bit, but everything's expensive.
Are you
And
mostly in like consuming drugs? Is that like what you're living off of for 4 days?
yes.
Yeah, that's what I would think.
um but like I remember like leaving a music festival once, and like I had memorized where everything is, like anything I could possibly need, where all the stages were, where
Mhm.
the fucking and it was like now I'm leaving and that's just gone. Like that's all useless in my brain.
Yeah.
And so I was thinking about that, like 4 days, that becomes your entire life, like your whole universe. And they're out there in this backyard for 7 fucking days. That must feel interminable,
Yeah.
especially with this fucking janky shit.
And they had porta potties. That was the worst part. They had like
Porta
two porta
potties.
potties
And they
set up.
said they're like cooking in the sun,
Mm.
man. I had a shit in a porta potty once during that music festival. I only
Hmm.
shit once.
You're not
I,
eating.
I'm not eating, yeah. But it was horrible.
Yeah, I bet.
Oh, it stinks.
That's
And
so great. It just like sits there, right?
yeah.
That idea is
And they're
horrible.
taking cold showers outside. I remember I bathed in a fountain.
Oh wow. You didn't get arrested?
No, everyone was doing it.
Yeah, I bet the cops there are like barely any security. It's like
Oh
the
yeah.
Woodstock. What was this like Bonnaroo or something?
It was Bonnaroo.
Oh, that's the only one I could think of, really.
Yeah. Bonnaroo 2006, Logan.
Oh wow, that sounds like a fun year.
That's right, baby.
Who's the headliner? Who was like the top guy or gal?
Radiohead.
Okay, that's really fun.
And in interviews, they say that's one of the 5 best concerts they've ever played. That
Really?
performance at Bonnaroo 2006, I got to see it.
Were you impressed by them?
It was amazing. Yeah, they debuted a shit ton of new material from In Rainbows that no one had heard before, like which turned out to be one of
That's
their best
crazy
records.
to
Yeah,
debut stuff.
yeah,
They're probably losing their tops.
we were. We fucking were, dude.
Yeah, throwing shit at
We
each
were.
other.
What else? What else happened? I had sex during Tom Petty.
During Tom
Just
Petty.
just right out there.
That's
Listening to Tom
crazy.
Petty perform live before he died, getting my dick wet
That's disgusting. Right in front of
on
everybody.
on pot brownies.
Wow. Both of you?
Yeah.
Pot brownies. Never had a pot brownie. Seems
Really?
fun.
Oh, you got to be careful. I I once had some pot cookies, and it was like I had 2 of them, but you really only needed one, and it was the highest I've ever been.
What if the
It was
cookie's so good though? The problem is you get the munchies,
that
you eat
that
more
was the
cookies. You get
that was the
higher.
problem, you know. We were eating them like on the way to this. It was a festival, and we were like walking, and so I'm like, "Give me another cookie."
Oh no, and then you regret it later on.
Yeah, and then
You're
I'm
vomiting.
there, and I'm like, I wasn't vomiting. I just was like, I don't.
You're floating.
Yeah. I remember being in a bar. Like my friends took me into a bar, and a waitress came by, and I was trying to be normal, but I couldn't.
Oh
And
no.
I I looked at her and I said, I don't know you. It was bad. It was a
Yeah,
bad
that
time.
sounds
And
bad.
then I just put my head down on the table.
You
Anyway,
eat at the restaurant?
I like couldn't. I couldn't. I needed. It was horrible. It was
Yeah.
horrible.
Is it the worst trip you've ever had?
Yeah, and it was just weed.
Yeah, that's good. That's what's the craziest part.
Yeah. All right. Where
Janky. Oh, do you like would you hate the pizza and ice cream for a week? That's all you
No,
get for
I'd
a
be
week?
into that.
Well, that's
I've
what you'd
already.
think.
It's 8:30 in the morning right now, Logan. I've already eaten ice cream.
Oh, that sounds awesome.
I know.
Oh man, that sounds so good. What
You gotta
flavor?
move out of your
I've got ice cream.
your
You think I
situation.
can't get ice cream here?
But you must feel, don't you feel like a little weird, like if someone walked in on you eating it at like 8 in the morning?
Not really. Who would walk in on me eating it?
The people you live with.
No, I mean they would knock.
I'm just saying, man. I'm sitting there this morning at 7 o'clock watching Lion King 2, Simba's Pride in my underwear, eating mint cookie Ben and Jerry's. It was fucking great.
That does seem pretty great.
It was the
But
life,
what about
man.
pizza? Could you do pizza for a week?
Yeah, I love pizza.
You love pizza.
Yeah,
Okay. All right.
I eat pizza every Friday.
But every day, you're not taking that into account. It probably gets boring.
I think I could do it.
Yeah, you could do it.
Honestly, like pizza's good.
It's 7 days. Yeah.
It's 7 days. I can handle pizza for a week.
Yeah. Did you like the HOH competition? I like that they had to set it up themselves.
I like that
That was
too.
really funny.
All right. So right. There's a carnival in the backyard. They have to stay for a week. The house suddenly locks. That blew my mind
That was cool.
because you had set me up that they stay outside for a week, but
Mhm.
I thought they'd like get to like pack a bag.
No, they tricked them. Go
They
outside.
did.
Oh, doors shutting. Love that shot.
That was fucked.
Yeah.
Great. All right. Rubina break dances and does the worm. That was pretty good. HOH competition. Uh, they have to hold a big marshmallow
Hmm.
against a thing with a big stick.
Yeah, they're roasting s'mores.
Yeah.
You ever do that?
And roast s'mores.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, okay. I don't know if that's like a big New York thing or not.
it's not, but I went to day camp upstate, and every summer they would do like a couple overnights, and at the
Yeah.
overnights you'd sit around the fucking fire and roast s'mores or whatever.
All right. If you haven't roasted a s'more, something's wrong with you, probably.
Oh yes, it's a delightful
Something everyone's
activity.
got to do.
Yeah, I mean,
At
if you
least
never
once.
had that like fire cooked marshmallow
I don't
with
like how
that
you said
the
that.
stickiness of it.
You really hit the A. Marshmallow.
Well, it's like how I say hammock.
Yeah, I don't like that. Well,
Yeah.
hammock I like.
um. Well, it is marshmallow because
No one says that though.
there's a great DJ and he's marshmallow. Spells it
You're
with an
right. He taught us the difference
E.
there. That's a good point.
All right. Hey, DJ Pauly D.
What about him?
He was DJing where I work, not like at the store, but like in the building
Yeah.
on New Year's when I was working. All right, where are we? Okay.
HOH.
So it's
Lasted very long.
it
T-Core
did.
first out.
T-Core and Chemo dropped first. Then Mackenzie drops out. She's got back problems. I understand that. She's real tall.
Bro, I understood that too.
Yeah,
It's like
yeah.
we have big boobs.
Yeah, it's true. Rubina, she drops right at 5 hours.
I put 5 hour 1 minute. So who's
Yeah,
right, me
yeah.
or you?
No, it's you. I remember it because they announced 5 hours and then she dropped. And when they showed it on screen, it was 5 hours.
There was the part where one of them was like, "Hey, Rubina, how do you say this in a different language?" And Rubina's in the middle of talking and then she loses. I thought that was really
she got
tough
distracted.
for Rubina.
That's what it was. They were saying, like, how do you say 5 hours down or whatever in Tagalog?
What is that? I never really heard of that. Whatever they said.
It's an Asian
Made me think of the
language.
Girl Scout cookies.
Tagalongs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, she said it and then she fell. And I was like, oh man, made it look like it was T-Core's fault trying to
I
distract her.
know, but
But
like
it wasn't. They're friends.
It's true, man. T-Core should have shut her fucking mouth. Rubina's the only one that's got her back in this thing.
She didn't know. She was dealing with an incompetent person who can't talk and hold the thing at the same time. That's tough.
Yeah. All right. So Leah, Angela, and Cam are the last three, and they agree not to put each other up.
They do. Angela
And
was
they
really wheeling and dealing, trying to like
she
all
was,
different
oh my
deals. Cam,
god.
you
That
drop. All right,
that
we'll drop and then don't put us up.
that whole thing where she like included Cam in her plan without telling him was like very funny to me. And
Yeah,
Cam was
he
just like,
seemed
"You
just
drop."
yeah, he was not having it. But she
Yeah.
eventually quit. She says, I've won the HOH a few times. Neither of you have. That seemed
It's
really like just from the kindness of her heart a little bit.
bullshit.
You don't think so?
I think she was tired and she convinced herself to drop, and like she came up with that as a reason.
I think actually, as soon as I said that, you're probably more right. It was just an excuse. It was one of those
Yeah,
things. She
it was a
made
good
it a reason.
excuse, but like, I mean, to me, it was see through,
All right.
transparent.
Right.
9 hours and 43 minutes. That's when she drops. And then Lee and Cam, they decide to go to 1 foot.
They do. Like
Yeah.
made me think of that Survivor challenge. It was like Andrea versus what was it? Brenda on the doghouse, and they went to like one leg and
Is that what
Caramello.
happened? I couldn't remember what challenge, but I remember this happening on Survivor. Like when a challenge has gone on really long, they're like, okay, well, now you're gonna stand on 1 foot.
Yeah, I think they did that
Yeah.
there.
Okay. Caramoan. What a season. Wild stuff.
I
All
like that
right.
season.
No, I do too. I do too. Like, people complain about the fan tribe, and like, that's probably right, but the gameplay that season is really interesting. And as someone who loves torture, the
Mhm.
whole fucking Dawn's teeth debacle, it was great.
And the Brandon blow up is that season.
Oh,
The three
yeah.
amigos.
Yeah, the Brandon blow up, which is probably Jeff Probst's finest hour.
I agree with that.
And yeah, the Three Amigos was great. There was a lot of good stuff that season.
Andrea almost won.
Very
That's cool.
satisfying winner overall. Mhm.
I'd agree with that. Yeah.
Yeah. And
Boring pre-merge, sort of boring.
Francesca getting voted out first.
I'll
for
eat
the
this
second
rock
time.
if I get voted out
Incredible.
again.
Incredible.
Did she ever eat that rock?
She didn't. And
God
you know
damn.
what? She's a liar.
I wish that tanked her love career. She has like a career like talking about love and stuff.
I
I wish it
know.
ruined her career, but it didn't. She still had a fine career. That sucks.
Bullshit.
That lie she told us should have
She
made her
should
never work
honestly
again.
have had to eat that rock.
At,
I'm not
at
even
any job
joking.
interview, they should
I'm
say,
not
"Did you eat
even
the rock?
joking. Just
We're
like
not
a
hiring you."
pebble. She should have done it on like YouTube or something.
At the
Swallowed
reunion.
that shit.
Hey, Francesca, we're not asking you a question unless you eat this rock.
No, the reunion it make the Survivor producers look like assholes. I'm saying she should do it just
To clear
just
her
because.
conscience.
That's right.
She needs that off her chest, probably.
Yep.
I'm sure she's fine.
I wonder if
Sure.
she thinks about that.
Yeah, probably. I'm sure people talk about it a lot
You're probably right.
because she
And
said it. It's a
she's always
crazy
like,
thing to
no,
say. You
I didn't eat the rock. Meh.
can't say it and not do it.
That's right. All right, where are we? Leah wins. Cam falls at 9 hours and 55 minutes. Great long challenge.
Yeah, I agree.
And it was sort of satisfying to see Leah win something. And
Totally.
also you're like, what is she gonna do? So like,
Yeah.
yeah.
And it's cool she won such a long challenge. You wouldn't think of her as like a really like go get it type of person, but she did. She really hung on there.
Honestly,
the whole
she
time.
like at one point she started like talking about her strategy, and she's like, I'm doing micro adjustments so that my stick is always in the same spot on the marshmallow. And I literally thought like they were gonna like cut like halfway through that explanation. It was gonna
fall.
show her falling.
Yeah,
But no, she won.
that's a good call there. I didn't think about that.
Mhm.
But yeah, shout out to Leah. I was very impressed here.
Great job to Leah. And Leah also my favorite from what I saw on Love Island USA last season.
Okay.
All right. The nomination game.
Can I tell you something about Leah off the show?
Love Island Leah or Big Brother Leah?
Love Island Leah.
What do you got?
Apparently she hooked up with Kanye.
Kanye West?
Kanye West, yeah. Apparently that was the thing.
Well, she's Middle Eastern. Kanye hates Jews. Let's go for
Okay.
it.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. I like that connection.
Well, that makes me respect her. Not at all.
No,
I was gonna say less, but I would say not at all.
I like Leah. She's very rich. Her parents are very rich. After the season, they like went to Leah's house and it was like huge.
Yeah, but you can't. I mean, it's fine if you fucked Kanye like college dropout era, late registration, 808s and heartbreaks, even the life of Pablo. But post Hitler he had great ideas.
I think this was
No.
like within that, like within the last 2 3
Yeah,
years.
I it would have to be.
Yeah, she's only so old.
Yeah, and he was married. Well,
Oh yeah, he was married. But
well, yeah. Oh, and he was completely faithful. Never
I love
once
if she came
stepped
out with that. Like
outside.
he was with Kim at the time. That'd be
That
crazy if she
would be
said that. I feel
amazing.
like that we would
Well,
know
you
that.
know what she kind of looks a little bit like Kim, and I think that was the thing for like after Kim, he was only fucking girls that looked like Kim.
The Uncut Gems girl, his new wife,
Yeah.
they look like sort of like Kim
Mm-hmm.
and Leah.
Yeah.
There we
He
go.
was looking for that specific skin tone.
Yeah, that's fair. Everyone has
Yeah.
their type.
Yeah. Every hero needs his theme music. That's
Never
from a
heard that.
Kanye West song. Um,
I don't have a
Power.
type. I don't think. I
I
like them
used
all.
to. When I was like your age and maybe a little younger, my friends would rip on me like because I did have a type. And
Mhm.
they would like pick it out. Like they'd see a girl in public, they'd be like, "That one's for you."
Just like anyone off kilter,
Yeah, it was
alternative
always
looking.
yeah, pale skin, glasses, an interesting nose, crooked teeth. That was my thing.
But you see them from afar. You can't see their nose or their teeth.
You can see the nose, but yeah, they
How'd you
could
like the
tell.
Wimpy Kid when you couldn't see all of its features like that?
See, like from far away, it looked like a pale girl with
Pale.
short hair. Yeah.
I can never get over that.
All right. So she puts up Rubita and Kibo.
She does, yeah. But first, she has to put the rings on the bottles. That's the
Yeah,
nomination
right.
ceremony. That was
Mhm.
fun.
Episode 29.
Yeah, we're gonna get a second Power of Veto. That's crazy.
Oh
The
yeah.
Janky Land PO, Janky World POV.
Stop saying land.
My bad, my bad.
Is it world?
It's Janky World.
Definitely.
Yeah,
Okay.
I wrote it earlier.
All right. Leah is a chubby chaser, I guess.
Yeah, we knew it, but she came out to the house guest. She
I
told
never
them
buy that when people say that.
she like hooked up with she's like been with one chubby guy probably.
Yeah.
So she's a
And
chubby chaser.
and chubby. Like she was probably with a guy who looked like me. Like that I'm the equivalent
Yeah,
of
you're the
chubby
chubby
chaser.
chaser.
Yeah.
Yeah.
An actual well, I am chubby, but like a fat guy wouldn't have a shot. All right.
Yeah. Fat Albert came in. You'd have no chance. Remember Fat
Yeah.
Albert? Hey,
Of
hey, hey,
course.
it's Fat Albert.
Yeah.
Oh man. They made a
Yeah,
movie about that, didn't
yeah, they do with Keenan Thompson. All
they?
right. He had pals, Mushmouth.
Wow.
Yeah,
Didn't know about Mushmouth.
Mushmouth. Yeah, Albo. He was say talk like that a little bit.
Hmm. I don't know that.
All right.
Oh,
Power
Mackenzie's
Vita.
sad. It's her dad's 50th birthday.
Yeah.
So she's crying.
Yeah.
Anyway,
My dad
POV
turned
draw.
50 like 25 years ago.
Did you cry
Um,
when you turned 50? My dad's
well,
like 50s.
she's only crying because she's not there, right?
Yeah. She seems very close to him. She's like, I'm like an image of my father. I'm like mini dad.
I gotta say, I haven't been there for my dad's last few birthdays, and I have not been moved.
Well, he's like you're missing important ones. He's in his
This
70s now.
this past year, my mom had to like I knew it was his birthday, and I just didn't feel like talking to him. And my mom was like, "He keeps checking his phone. He's sad."
Oh, that is sad.
I know, so I was like, "All right."
I always hated those things though. Like you need to tell so and so thank you, or you need to say this to them. It's like I would do it if I wanted to. Believe me, I don't fucking want to.
That's right.
Leave me alone.
I know.
Anyway,
All right.
yeah.
Anyway.
POV draw Leah draws Angela, Rubina draws
Uh,
Chelsea, and
yeah,
Chemo draws T-Core.
yeah. That all happened, and they have to fit. Can't. It's a puzzle. They have to do a puzzle.
Can I tell you what I wish this veto was?
Tell me.
Remember the competition they used to do where it was like you have 10 candies and you can put it in anyone's bag, but if they go over 20, they're out. But the closest one to 20 wins the veto. I
Oh
wish they did
yeah,
that. That would have been
that
a
was a
perfect
good
one
challenge, and it's good for like an outside
for this type of one
Yeah,
at a
yeah,
time
yeah.
type. I would have really liked that, especially when they brought out that we had like the candy thing. But no, it's just a puzzle. It was pretty boring.
Yeah, it's literally just a puzzle, but it's worth it because Angela wins.
She did, and she did a great dance when she
Oh
won.
my god! And they don't stop after the win,
Right,
like
there's a second one.
because there's a second one. So I was delighting every time. Like they're all still like working super hard on the puzzle, and then you get cuts to Angela just like like la di da.
They
Just
not
loving
only
life.
does she give them the material, but they know how to edit Angela too.
Yeah, yeah,
They're
that's
so
true.
good at her.
She's a perfect character. All right, so
And then
Leah
Leah,
wins the janky veto, but she fails on the janky challenge
that
later,
was
so she can't
terrible.
use it. Um, Angela implies to Chemo that she'd veto him, and I was like, at first I thought she wasn't going to, and I was like, God, how many times are you gonna fuck this guy over?
I think she
Like,
felt bad. That's why she
I
vetoed him
know,
here.
I know, but I was like, is she gonna do it again?
It would
Is
have
she
been
gonna like
three. She already voted for him
dangle him
twice.
staying and then fucking vote for him to leave again? But no, she does veto him, and Leah puts up T-Core, and
Mm-hmm.
T-Core cries, and T-Core crying makes Rubina cry.
It'd make me cry too, I think. Because she's been trying to keep it together this whole time, T-Core. And now the writing's on the wall, sort of. It is sad, honestly.
The writing's on the wall.
Good job. Good job.
The writing's on the wall. It's weird because you kind of have to do a British accent and an American accent at the same time.
You have to like abandon the British accent. It's
Yeah,
the
it's
hardest
like
thing
a
ever.
half-hearted British accent, except some words it really comes out.
It's like watching Sam Neill act as an American.
It is a little bit like that.
He's from New Zealand, though, I think.
Check out Omen 3, Final Conflict.
Yeah. Or
Uh,
whatever the Prince of Darkness.
Prince of Darkness, yeah.
Whatever one he was in.
Mm-hmm.
Or the Mouth
All
of
right.
Madness. In the Mouth of Madness. That's the one.
Oh, that's the one. Yeah,
He
Prince
is
of Darkness is Donald
it's
Pleasance.
awful. It's horrible in that movie. Anyway.
Episode 30.
Oh wow.
Lee is crying like a wimp.
Yeah.
She
Well, first
sees
of all,
everyone
Julie.
else.
Julie says, I'm back. You don't care about that?
Well, it was just disappointing because I was like,
Where's Jerry?
Julie seems like the type she might not have gotten vaccinated, so maybe she'd die.
But no, she says, I'm COVID free. Thank you, God. Did you notice she said that?
I didn't notice that. That's
my favorite
hilarious.
part. I
Oh
didn't notice that the first
God.
time either.
That's so funny. Thank you, God. All right. Chemo pretty much tells Rubina, like, you're done. I'm not voting for you. And at that point, I was like getting worried about Rubina, but I shouldn't have been.
No,
All right,
they're flipping it. Mackenzie
Yeah.
and whoever else did it.
Yeah.
I think Chelsea voted that way too.
Then is my note where Mackenzie says die and Rubina says shut the fuck up. Cam, this part. Cam moves his bed to like get closer.
I don't
to
know what this
Mackenzie.
move was from him.
I don't know what was. I couldn't make heads or tails of what was happening in this scene.
What do you mean? So it was set up like Mackenzie and Chelsea sleep up here, and Leah and Cam sleep down here. And then Cam was going to move up to Mackenzie and Chelsea. And then when he did that, Chelsea's over here and Mackenzie's right here. And she didn't like that she was next to him. So Chelsea moved down to Leah. And then Cam was like, why are you moving now that I moved? And you're causing a whole thing. And then she was mad that he was calling her out on it. So she got even more mad and moved across the
Yeah.
yard to Chemo and Rubina. And
And then they're just like yapping at each other across the backyard. He's like,
she's still talking over
she's
there.
still talking over there,
And she's like, he's an
she's like
asshole.
hanging out with his girlfriend.
Yeah, they're doing she clearly just likes him, and he doesn't know how to handle it because he's in a game. I think he doesn't know how to do it. But then they talk, and she's like, I don't like that you're with. It's just the whole thing, you know.
Yeah, it's sort of sad.
But they're not together. So what is she complaining about?
There's nothing to get. She just likes him. She's
likes
feeling hurt.
Yeah, and he's in a game, so you can't. It's tough to work around that. You don't want to say I don't like you, because then they're just like, all right, well, I'll just vote you out. What do I care? Like, you close the door. What do I care? You have to keep going, I think.
But you know what? He's probably cuddling with her a lot, like in private in the house. And they can't really do that out there. It's like the closest you can get is just like popping your cot right next to her.
Yeah.
I understand it from his perspective.
I wouldn't have moved the bed. I would have just laid down there. Because he had to pick a side. He moved closer to Mackenzie than Chelsea.
You know what the move is? Just lie down with your head at the foot of Mackenzie's bed and hold her foot at night.
That's a terrible move.
That's a great move.
Chelsea would hate that.
There's nothing she could say.
She could do what she just did. Cause a big scene.
That's
what you're trying to avoid.
I'm saying once everyone's asleep.
No one's ever asleep in the Big Brother house.
Hold that foot.
Angela's gonna pop her head
Girls
up.
love a nice
right there.
Foot cuddle.
I don't know. If there's one girl, but not if there's another girl watching.
I guess. All right. Julie. She like makes them do a live sing along to the Janky song.
I didn't like that.
And she participates and she looks fucking manic.
Well, she had a beautiful voice, at least.
All right. So T-Core is evicted 4-1.
Oh, come on.
What?
Did you like? I like how they all had to walk upstairs to vote. That was dramatic.
It was good. I thought, you know what was really janky this week? The diary room.
Yeah.
Like the background was just like, it looked like a cardboard cutout.
I think it was. I think it might have been. We got Aloha Chemo. Shout out all my dogs at the crib. Auntie Julie. Right.
Yeah, all the good stuff.
I love Angela's. She says to her husband Chuck, I miss you like so bad.
Yeah, so bad. Fucking I like
loved it.
And Mackenzie was like, I'm sure you look beautiful if I could see you, Julie.
Yeah, if I could see you.
All right. All right. So T-Core goes.
Mm-hmm.
They got to stack candies for the HOH, but we don't see the remainder of that one.
Who do you think's going to win? Oh, a cool thing about this HOH, there's a time limit, 1 hour time limit, and you can stop stacking whenever you want. If you think yours is high enough to win, you can stop. You can lock in.
I like that. We've seen challenges like that before.
I love this, though. I love a challenge like this.
That's clever. Who do I think is going to win?
Everybody but Leah is competing because she was the HOH.
I feel like chemotherapy is a shot at this one.
He's going to avenge T-Core.
Yeah.
I like that. I love when they do that. Leah sort of did it. She won the HOH after Quinn got voted out. She sort of avenged Quinn there.
True.
They didn't really touch on that. But a huge week next week.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I wrote this down. All right. So
crazy stuff happening.
Zingbot coming up.
Yeah.
Exciting for that. 90-minute veto episode.
Yeah.
All right. And then double eviction.
So
every episode this week has some like crazy shit.
And we'll get the HOH in the next episode too. The finish of the HOH.
They literally don't need to do anything, and I'm interested. And they're doing everything.
Yeah. You want to know T-Core on Instagram? T-Core Couture. Her name's T-Core Clottery, if you want to look up that.
I like that.
She posts a lot of crochet type stuff. A lot of her sometimes modeling the crochet outfits. Here she is looking
All
nice
right,
in a dress she made.
hang on, I'm looking her up. She's got a lot of followers.
A lot of followers, 56,000 followers. Should I follow her? I don't know. I like her.
She's
But
always wearing outrageous hats.
yeah, I love her hats. They look like
Like this,
scrunchies.
this one she wore on the show a lot. I like laughed a couple times when they would cut
No,
to her wearing it.
love that hat.
It reminded me of like they cut to her in the diary room wearing that hat, and it made me think of
That's a cool hat.
that scene in Scary Movie 3 with the big hat.
Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah. All right.
Look at that
Ooh,
hat. That's an awesome hat.
L Dog. How
Bunch
about
of
this
roses.
pic, huh?
I yeah,
She look all right.
a lot of great pics. Some of them she has like I think I like a modeling. Some of them might not be her.
Oh. Is that someone who's not? You're right. That's not her. Oh
Like
God.
this, that's a
Yeah.
model. That's
Yeah,
someone else.
I knew
But
that one.
some of them are her though.
Yeah, yeah. No, I know, but that one wasn't.
Yeah, that one's not her. But you think that she looks better than T-Core?
Yeah, I do. All right.
Very visually pleasing Instagram, also.
It is, yeah. She does a good job. She's an interesting designer, good colors.
Like what? That's crazy.
Yeah, that's wild.
That's awesome.
She's cool.
She should make stuff for Kanye. I bet he'd wear some of this stuff.
So stop it. Get these people away from Kanye. You get a cameo from her.
Like this isn't T-Core, but she's cool.
Yeah, that's a cool look.
So check out T-Core. T-Core Couture. All right.
To core to
Couture.
Yeah. All right. That's all I got this week.
That's all we got. We'll be back tomorrow with
Whoa.
what are we doing tomorrow? Lion King 1 and 2.
That's right. The Lion King from 1994. Akabenya. And then Lion King 2, Simba's
You guys
Pride.
see this ladybug? There's a little ladybug
Wow.
on my desk.
Look at that thing. Amazing.
Yeah.
And then we got Buffy later in the week as well. And hey, I'm watching here.
It's all true. Everything
I'm
you just
opening
said.
at work on Friday, so we got to figure that out.
Okay, we'll figure that out.
Anyway, guys.
And then I'll pick a franchise, maybe. Logan's pick.
For what?
For winning fantasy football. I don't know if I'll do it
that's
after
right.
Lion
Logan
King or
won
not.
fantasy football.
I don't know if it'll be right after that. We don't have anything planned.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens.
Figure it out. We'll figure it out, guys. In the meantime, just do me a solid favor and love one another.